Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Nisha Chetri, and I am a third semester student of Bachelor of Optometry. And today's video, we are going to understand the neutralizations of patient's eye reflect by using retinoscope, commonly known as retinoscopy. So in this video, we are going to talk about what's retinoscopy, its importance, and the research paper, case studies, lab demonstrations, and also the some book. So let's discuss what is retinoscopy. Basically, retinoscopy is a clinical procedures used by optometrist on eye doctor or used by optometrist or a ophthalmologist to find out whether the patients need glasses and what power they need. So it helps to measure the refractive error of the eye. That means where the person is myopic, hypermetropic, or astigmatism. In myopic, the light rays come and fall in front of the retina. In hypermetropia, the light rays come and fall behind the retina. And in astigmatism, the light rays come in front of the retina as well as the back of the retina. So, in this test, a doctor shined light onto the patient's eye using the special instrument, as you all know, the retinoscope, and uh, the examiner observed the movement of the light reflex from the retina by placing different trial lenses in front of the eye. The doctor or the optometrist can find the lens that neutralize the retinal reflex, and that trial lenses is the correct lenses power for the eye. So now let's see some research on the retinoscopy. So this research paper is known as Dynamic Retinoscopy, the missing series. This research is done by Dizzy Hunter in 2001. So, so let's start with dynamic retinoscopes, a clinical method. It's a clinical method used to check how well the eye focus or accommodate on near object. So, how to neutralize the reflex properly during near focusings, provide um, normative data that clinics can compare with patients. So, method used in this research paper is the test use a retinoscopes and a near target placed around 4 centimeters from the patient. And the examiner observed the retinal reflex, the movement of the retinal reflex. Um, they neutralize the retinal reflex by adding the lenses. If the movement is against, then we have to add the plus lenses, and if the movement is with, we have to add the minus lenses. And lag and the the result or the observations is in normal lag or accommodations was focus is to be about plus 0.25 diopter to plus 0.75 diopter. So 2 months lag suggests poor focusing ability or fatigue eye. Too 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 little lag or lead suggest over accommodations, common in hyperactive focusing. Um, these readings helps detects conditions like accommodations in infancy, excess or spam eye, which can cause headache, blurry visions, or eye strain while reading or doing any work. So, key message of this research is dynamic retinoscopy gives a valuable objective information about how the eye focus during near tasks. It is quick, reliable, and especially useful for a children, non-variable patients with binocular visions problem. This book is one of the most trusted manual for learning how to use a retinoscope and how to neutralize the patient's eye reflex. So these are the content of the retinoscope. First is uses and the development, and the second is how it works, review optics, basic concept, um, the schematic eye, spherical error, astigmatic error, reflecting the cylindrical and astigmating technique, and more. This is the first chapter, the retinoscopy, its use and development. So, in this chapter number one, we will discuss about the retinoscopy. In this chapter number one, uh, it describes the objective methods of finding the refractive power of the eye. The using a retinoscope, we shine light onto the patient's eye and observes how the light reflect off the retinas and all. So retinoscopy doesn't depends on what the patient says. It's based on what you observe. That's why it is helpful for children, non-verbal and disabled patients. So, like, and the retinoscope has light sources, mirrors, sleeve, lenses, and focusing knob. And like the strike retinoscopy is the most common. It product a straight bar of light that helps you find both spherical and cylindrical error.
Now I am going to demonstrating how to neutralize a patient eye reflect using retinoscope. This is the box of the retinoscope. This is called silhouette. This is the retinoscope. There is two part of retinoscope. Now I am connecting these two pieces of retinoscope, and now in the bottom we see a cap. If we open it, there is a hollow surface where we can put our battery, and we cover it. So this whole thing is called the retinoscope. This is the body of the retinoscope: neck, sleeve, parastop, eyepiece, and the rubber head, neck, and the rear stack. Now from the rear stack we can switch on and switch off the retinoscope, as you can see. So now she is my patient. I have already put a trial frame on her eye. So this is plus 1.5 spherical lens. I am putting this spherical lens to her right eye to avoid vertical distance. Now I am going to direct the retinoscope beam into the patient pupil A and move it horizontally and vertically. Observe the directions of the reflex movement. So, if the reflex moved with the streak, it suggests hypermetropia or lower myopia. If it moves against the streak, it indicates myopia greater than minus 1.00 diopter. If there is no movement, the reflex is neutralized. So, if we see the against movement of the reflection during retinoscope, it means the patient is myopic and it is neutralized by minus lenses. And if the movement is with movement, then it is neutralized with the plus lenses. So the spherical power is neutralized, and now I am putting the cylindrical lens for the astigmatism, and I'm aligning this lens to the axis. There is two axes, one is 180 degree and another is 90 degree. These two are main axes, and from the sleeve I am going to change the directions of the meridian according to need. Now I'm projecting the light and seeing or observing the streaks. Now I did not see any move, which means it is neutralized. Now I'll repeat these steps to her another eye. As you can see, this is the block or the occluder. I am putting this occluder to her neutralized eye, and also I am putting this spherical lens to neutralize the spherical power. Now I'm projecting the light on her eye. Now I'm seeing no movement to the reflex, and which means her eye is neutralized. Now she can read this very easily. So now I'm removing the lenses and trial frame also. Now after that we have to remove the battery, and we have to detach this two part, and we have to separate it, and we have to put this retinoscope into the box, and that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. This all is for today's video. I hope this video finds you well. Thank you.